Hello, and good day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of the day this video meets you. Good that time. All right, so now let's get straight into our soap making class. Yeah, this is because a lot of you are requesting for the video, so I don't want to be let me shakuma do it. If you're gonna do it at once. Yes. So the first thing now when it comes to soap making is to dissolve your components. One of it is caustic soda. This is caustic soda. I poured it out here. Yeah. So, and this is my scale. I'm sure that you have your scale by now. This is the scale I'm using. So the first thing is, now I asked you to get 1 kg of I have to get 1 kg of caustic. Yeah. You may have to dissolve all of the caustic at once or dissolve in bits. But for the purpose of this class, I will dissolve it in bits because I will still need some portion of the caustic. Now there is a general way of mixing your caustic. The ratio, water to caustic ratio, is always 4 to 1. 4 to 1, from experience and from my various experiments, I've seen that it works for almost all soap formulas, almost all. But then sometimes your solution will now be too dilute that you may have to buff it up a little. But when we get there, we'll explain. But for this particular soap class now, yeah, I'll dissolve my soap, my caustic, in 4 liters of water. That is 1 kg to 4 liters. So now I'm not dissolving the entire 1 kg. So anytime you're dissolving less than a kilo, just do the mathematics, ratio 4 to 1. You understand? I hope that is simple enough. So now let me measure out. Now I want to dissolve, let me just do 2 liters. Yeah, I want to get out 2 liters of my lye solution. Once I dissolve this inside the water, now it's now called lye solution. Caustic soda is the same thing as lye. So I'm getting out you have to be very precise when you're making your measurements. Yeah, so that you don't batch your soap and you're having issues. I'm measuring out 500 grams. So we're working with 500 grams of caustic, which is the same thing as lye, and 2 liters of water. So now the next thing is for me to bring my mixing bowl. Yeah, I can't pour it in here because the space that will allow me to mix is too small. So I'll pour it in a container that will allow me. Now please pay close attention. The first thing that goes in is the water. Please, if you're forgetting anything, don't pour water into lye. You pour your lye into water, and as soon as you pour, you move your face away and stir. Do it in an aerated place. You're not seeing the other side. This place is properly ventilated, and then you stir. So now you can see that this is fuming. Yeah, that is why it's called caustic, because it's corrosive. This is fuming. So you turn until it melts. Once your caustic melts, you can now leave it. This is the caustic soda, that is the lye solution that I've made. If you noticed, I had to run away from this place. Yeah, even though the place is airy enough, but this solution, the fumes can be choking sometimes. So just try as much as you can to make sure you get away from the fumes. Now that I'm done mixing the lye solution, yeah, I am not going to work with it. Now if you, when you mix your own, you touch, it's very hot. At least you saw the fumes coming out, it's very hot. Usually, to avoid a situation where I have a wrong batching of soap, I just keep it till 24 hours. You can actually use it when it's cold, yeah, because this cold process soap, but then yeah, I'll just leave it for 24 hours. I'm going to proceed with making the soup, but not with this lye that I mixed now. I'm going to use a lye that I've soaked before, so that I can just finish this video for you to see. Yeah, so let me keep this aside. So now it's time for me to wear gloves. Yeah, I use because I'm not working with, I'm not touching the caustic soda itself, I can use latex gloves. Yeah, otherwise you wear the other big rubber gloves, because this one caustic will melt it, as in the raw caustic that is not a solution will melt it. But I'm done working with that. We're using caustic for a long time, so me and soap now caustic, we're now paddy, we're friends. So but you should cover up yourself from the very first time you want to start touching the caustic. Get plastic gloves and use. Yeah, now when caustic touches your hand, you can be walking and the caustic will touch you. It's painful, it will pepper the skin. What you do is just go look for clean water. You can put the skin under running water, or you just dip it inside water and wash off thoroughly. For whatever reason, don't let caustic get into your nails. Yeah, because if you leave it there and you don't wash it off properly, it will eat the skin. So this is not a skin friendly solution. It's not skin friendly. It's only skin friendly after you have added oil. After you have added oil, that's when it becomes friendly, because by that time saponification would have taken place. Saponification, that is the process whereby these two will become soap. Now you now get a third element. That's why the soap that you're bathing with is not eating your skin, because it's already saponified. Yeah, but then you have to know the saponification value of the oil you are using. The most stable oil for soaps, yeah, is a PKO. Even a beginner, anybody can work with PKO, and it foams a lot. Some of you were asking me for coconut oil. Coconut oil is not economical for bar soap, because this size of coconut oil should be about 7,000 to 10,000. And you will see me make the soup now. You see just the small volume of soup that will come out. Then you can also use bleached palm oil. You can bleach palm oil. You can also use the oil in that color. Yeah, it won't stain the clothes, but you know, normally the color will not be too sharp, just for aesthetics. Then you can also use a mixture of oils, but that is not, these ones I'm calling different oil now. Shea butter, avocado oil, and the rest of it is for body soaps. Yeah, but when it comes to laundry, just basic soaps. Then some people use some other mixture of soaps that don't foam a lot, but for me, I like it when I make soap and you use it and it foams. So I am sticking with palm kernel oil, raw palm kernel oil, not mixture. Yeah, so now I've gotten my lye solution. Let me even bring out the solution I want to use. So I've gotten my lye solution here, and this is the kernel oil, PKO. Now, what quantity of oil to what quantity of the lye solution is where you need to do the calculation. But for ease, I'll just tell you that if I'm going to use 3 liters of this oil, I'll use 2 liters of this. So now what I want to make, I want to use 750 ml. I want to make 750 ml. So at the end of the day, my soap is going to be coming out about 1.5 liters of solution. So I'm going to use 750 ml, 750 ml of my kernel oil. Yeah. So this is 700 and 750. Yeah. And then for this 750 ml, to saponify this 750 ml, I will use 500 ml of yeah, 500 ml of my lye solution. Please, as much as you can, your measurement should be very, very, very accurate. Yeah. So that is it. So now I have two options here. Option one, I can actually just pour this into this and your soap is ready, but then it will not come out very hard. Yeah. So I can now increase the temperature of one of it or add the hardener. So if you're working with hardener, add at this point inside this 500 ml of water. Yeah, I have 30 grams of my this thing hardener, and then I pour it into why I'm using hardener rather than soda ash. These are two methods of making the soap. Both the soap comes out different. So now I'm putting again. Yeah. So again, I have 30 grams of raw caustic soda. This is very cold, so I have 30 grams of it. Please, this measurement should be very precise. Yeah, please be very precise with your measurements. All right, I've mixed everything and I've set it aside. The next thing is for me to prepare my mold. I'm going to use there are so many kinds of mold. If you go to the market and you see so many molds. Yeah, so I have different ones, but I'm choosing to use this one for this particular soup that I'm making. Yeah, you can use any one. Why I'm using this one is because I will not throw it away. I will supply this one, I'll add it to the soup that I'm making. Yeah, so my mold is ready. Then my perfume is here. Okay, now know that perfume is to taste. Yeah, perfume, you can actually make a product unscented, but for laundry soap, you can never make unscented laundry soap. That one is an impossibility, because who are you going to sell it to? So I have this now. Now please, you see, I've done three things that you must be very careful with. If you can identify it in the video, let me know what you have identified. But you see this particular one, take it very seriously. I have two solutions here. Yeah, the lye solution goes into the oil and never the other way around. So you turn. For those that are into soap, you see that my soap traced fast, very fast. That's the trick. Okay, so I want to use just 50 ml of perfume here. 50 ml is enough. And then my perfume goes in and I stir. And into my mold it goes. I want to dress my soup. Okay, so at this point, if you want to design, want to do some rishi, this is when you come for it. But then that one is another. When we get into the advanced class, we'll now start to do crafting of soup. Yeah, so like this now, you see this soap that is here. This is the cucumber of it. This soap is like stone. I use it to gang somebody's head. So these are little tricks. Yeah, if you see the tricks that I applied to make sure that our soap comes out very hard, then you can talk to me. Yeah, so that's basically it. And I'll do one more that is using soda ash. If you noticed, there is no soda ash in this one. I replaced it with hardener. So the other one I'm going to use soda ash. All right, so that's it for today. So if you want to further in the knowledge of soap making, of course you can talk to me. Yeah, search me on all social media handles as Sassy Boss May. You see me there, or you just simply dial this number and you will talk. Yeah, I'll see you again.